What is up? So I finally got around to adding another tool into my powerlifting setup, and this is probably something that you've seen on essentially every single powerlifting video, not from me, but from others via Instagram or on YouTube, TikTok, whatever. You've likely seen one of these lifters wear this, and that's a powerlifting belt. I've been powerlifting for about 10 years now, and I just never got around to actually investing in a powerlifting belt, simply because I wanted to really learn how to brace, and I really wanted to get my technique down, like when it came to the deadlift or the squat. Again, it's been about 10 years, and I can't even say that I've got my technique down, but it's a lot better than it was when I first got started. Still need some work though. But I figured it was time to invest in a powerlifting belt. So I did end up buying the SBD powerlifting lever belt, the 13mm one in a size medium. Now this isn't a review. I honestly just wanted to come on here because it took me about 2 to 3 weeks to find the belt, mainly because I'm kind of cheap and I do love a good deal. I knew that I wanted an SBD powerlifting belt, and yes, it's likely because I got influenced, like I mentioned, from watching so many Instagram folk powerlifting in these belts. It took me a while to find one. I was looking on eBay, I was looking on Facebook Marketplace, which if you don't use Facebook Marketplace is the spot. I was able to find one for under 200 bucks. As of this video, they retail for about $280 brand new, and that's not including taxes or shipping. And I didn't want to buy a brand new one because honestly, like I said, I've been lifting for 10 years and I've been doing it without a lifting belt. So I just figured if I didn't like it, I could just put it back up on Marketplace or put it on eBay and just move on. I almost bought a small, thinking that it would be just fine, because typically in like clothes, I end up being like a small medium. And then after doing a bit of research and after measuring myself, I ended up thinking that I would actually benefit better from a large belt, because according to the sizing on the website, I actually landed right in the middle. Measuring around the navel, so literally around like the belly button, and all the way across, I was around 34 inches, which if you look at the sizing, it tends to land around the middle of the large belt. So I almost ended up buying the large off Facebook Marketplace, and it was one that hadn't really been used. But it didn't work out. I ended up taking a chance on a medium, and it ended up working out really well. So let me show you real quick. This is the medium. I can actually go 4 notches in, and it ends up fitting fairly secure, fairly snug, and I still have about 5 notches to the left, so I could still tighten it even more. Or I do have 3 notches to the right, so if I end up putting on a little bit of weight or a lot of weight, I should still be able to fit in this medium. Or if I end up cutting even more, I should still be able to use the medium, no problem. Just a heads up, because I definitely thought that according to like the sizing, that I should be picking up a large, but now I'm thinking that the large would have just been too big. I'm not sure if it's just a longer belt with more notches so you can still make use out of it all, or if it would just have been like just kind of ridiculous like fitting on me and whatnot. So now I'm just gonna show you real quick what it looks like putting it on and taking it off. It's pretty funny because when I met up with the person that was selling it, I walked up to him and I was like just looking at it and looking and like fumbling with the latch and whatnot. I wish I could have seen it from like as an outsider, because I was there like fumbling with this. I wasn't really sure what to do with it or how to put this on. I just have to be honest, I didn't want to waste his time and mine, like just standing there fiddling with this thing. So I was just straight up like, hey man, like I've never used one of these before. He was very kind and just grabbed the belt and just showed me how to put it on. And then he you'd think this would be really easy, right? But for whatever reason, I mean, when you're in those interactions, like, I don't know about you, but I get nervous anyways, because you're meeting someone new, you're handling cash, you're trying to inspect something really quick and not be so freaking awkward. So that just added to the situation. And for whatever reason, you always just feel like you're on a time crunch because you don't want to keep them there longer than they need to be. And the Niners were playing, so I was really trying to get home in time to catch it. So anyways, I'll shoot from the side. So the lever, right? So it's open. Once you find the notch you're gonna put it in, you essentially hook it like so, and then it's actually gonna bring this even tighter. So you want to make sure that you give yourself a little bit of space so you're not completely choking yourself out or just completely having this feel like a freaking corset. So there you go. And I said the whole corset comment because I actually, in messing around with this, like I kind of almost got stuck one time because I went too far up. I went to the 5th hole, and that actually ends up being just a little too tight. Even right now I'm having a little trouble breathing, but I foolishly used this in this way to squat, and I tried bracing and whatnot, and it just didn't work out too well. So yeah, it's definitely gonna take me a little bit of getting used to and really just getting comfortable with this. I have to use it for a full squat session and a full deadlifting session and see how it goes. Hopefully it ends up working out well. I mean, I haven't had any issues lifting without a powerlifting belt. So hopefully this will just kind of help me prevent injuries now that I'm getting older. One thing that I did notice was that it does a really good job of having you stay mindful of the fact that you still have to brace. So assuming that you get it on correctly and you leave yourself enough space to where once you take your full breath in and you brace your core, you'll feel like your abs, your stomach up against the belt. Gives you a nice like little reminder that you're doing it right, that you're bracing correctly. Will I end up needing it? I don't know. We'll see. Only time will tell. I have a feeling that it's gonna be funky for deadlifts, but I'm going to really see the benefit during squats. I'm gonna give it a bit and see how it goes. I'm not saying that I'm hoping it'll help me reach some PRs, but I'm also not saying I'm hoping it'll help me reach some PRs. I mean, come on. I can't lie and say that that wasn't something that crossed my mind. Hoping to get some PRs while I'm wearing a powerlifting belt. Anyways, that's it. Thanks again for watching. This is your boy LJ, and I'll catch you next time.